That's the thing that people don't understand about toxicity of relationships and how important it is to walk away. Because your idea of them has already been damaged. Because your idea of them has already been damaged, there's nothing you can do to change your perception of them. You can't communicate with someone who's like a serial killer. Have you guys ever thought about that? They're not going to stop doing it. Why? Because that's who they are. I am trying to make this wig more believable than it is.
It's like not sitting right.
But anyways, hi guys, welcome back to another coffee morning vlog. Let's get into it. I don't know, I woke up this morning and I was like, I want to do like a orange makeup look, and I was like, let's do it with the platinum blonde because I think it's gonna be cute. So we're gonna do a cute makeup. I want to talk to you guys about how to get out of a toxic relationship with a guy, how to break that cycle. Spiritually, we're going to talk about it. Psychologically, we're going to talk about it. If you guys like content like this, I'm a life coach, I'm a psychic medium, I'm the founder of EllieArket Cosmetics. If you guys like content like this, please join us and hit that subscribe button and give this video a like before we start. Anyway, so I had a session this morning and it made me think of this topic for today, for today's coffee morning vlog. It made me think about this topic of like, you know what's going on right now in the media with Travis Scott, Kylie Jenner, and this lady, Young Sweet Roe, because part of me is like, are they trying to distract us? Because Astro World tragedy is coming up, like it's going to be like, you know, the year anniversary, and I'm like, are they trying to, you know, are they trying to distract us from the fact that at Travis Scott's concert 10 people died? Are they trying to, you know, confuse us with all that stuff? Because I really don't care what Kylie Jenner is doing, what Travis Scott is doing. It's possible, right? It's possible that they're trying to distract us. But let's just use that as an example. Let's say this whole thing is real. I'm gonna go in with my, I'm gonna do my 24 karat gold night serum today. This is for night. I washed my face last night and I didn't moisturize it. So I'm gonna use this one today. So it's gonna be more moisturizing. It's like a thicker consistency. This gets rid of acne scars, age spots, sunspots, tightens your skin. So it's really amazing and there's gold in it. So I'm going to use this to start the skincare. Let's say for sake of the argument that the Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner situation is real, or Tristan and Chloe. There's a lot of women out there that, I used to do that. There's a lot of women out there that they make excuses for the way men behave. And they think by communication, it's really funny. They think with communication, talking to a guy, the man is going to change. Somehow, somewhere, all of a sudden, this person who has a tendency to be a serial liar, serial cheater, all of a sudden, because you're communicating, he's gonna change. No. Going with my retinol, hyaluronic acid, avocado oil, vitamin E. If you don't buy anything from me, at least buy my skincare. Literally, it's going to change your life. You can't communicate with someone who's like a serial killer. Have you guys ever thought about that? Do you think like by communicating with someone who's a serial killer, he's gonna stop killing? If you sit down and have discussions about like, you know what, I really don't like that you keep killing people. I'm trying to put things in perspective for you guys. Do you think that if you guys sat down with a serial killer, let's say your boyfriend was a serial killer,
and you sat down and you said, you know, I just don't want you to kill anymore. And it's really bothering me that you're killing people. Can you stop doing that?
Yeah, he's not going to stop. A serial killer is not going to stop killing. Why? That's their genetic makeup. Somewhere, somehow, whether it's psychological or spiritual, they want to torture people. They want to kill people, kill them, SA, whatever, all sorts of stuff, right? There's no logic to it. That's what they want to do. That's what they like to do, and that's what they do. So it's kind of like, just imagine that you're trying to have a conversation with a serial killer. They're not going to want to stop killing people. So keep that in mind next time you're dating somebody who cheated on you and lied to you, and then you caught them, and then you found out, and you think by sitting there and talking to them about it, this person is gonna stop. It doesn't have to be like a relationship, even in friendship. Like if someone is not respecting you, respecting your time, your energy, why are you making excuses for them? Why are you communicating with them? Obviously, if they're a fucking adult, they would know not to do that. So if the fact that they keep continue doing it, either they have a psychological issue or they just don't give a shit and they don't want to stop. So you cannot blame the person that you're with for the things that they're doing. You can't put the blame on them. You have to put the blame on yourself, because that person wants to do whatever hell that they want to do, and they're going to continue doing it as long as you're going to be allowing it. So I just, like I told you guys, I just had a session this morning and made me think about like doing this video, because I feel like even if this whole thing is not true, maybe this is a PR move, maybe the Kardashians, Tristan, Khloe, and Kylie, and Tristan are in an open relationship. Maybe Kylie is gay, I don't know. Whatever the situation is, let's just say they're giving us this narrative that they're in a relationship and he's just cheating on her with this girl, young Sweet Row, whatever. And why is Kylie, who is a fucking millionaire, putting up with this? Like, why is she doing that? Why? So if somebody does that, so if somebody cheats on you for the first time, or you find out and they get caught, the girl contacts you, because that has happened to me before. That has happened to me before. Every time I teach my clients about their issues or whatever, you know, they come to me for, I always talk about my personal experience, because I think it puts things in perspective, that I'm not just talking like randomly, intellectually about something. I'm actually talking about something that I had experienced myself. So I know exactly what it feels like. I know exactly how it feels like. And I thought to myself a couple of years ago, like 6 years ago or 5 years ago, when this person I was with, you know, got caught cheating, I thought by communicating and saying, you know, I don't want you to do that. I don't, you know, this really hurt my feelings. They know this is going to hurt your feelings. they know this is not something that they should be doing, but are they going to stop doing it? No, they're not. They're not going to stop doing it. Why? Because that's who they are. That's the type of person that they are. Whether you're in front of them or not, they are going to be mentally, physically, emotionally cheating on you. Obviously, this person is not getting it, and you wasting your time and energy communicating with them is not going to change it. So that's the psychological aspect of, like, there's a lot of people out there that, whether it's like an ego thing, like they don't want to, it's an ego thing, it's an emotional thing, they don't want to end their, you know, 10-year relationship or marriage or whatever over some skank that slept with their husband or fiance or boyfriend or girlfriend or wife. But maybe, you know, they're like, no, I'm not gonna, because I was like that. I was like, I'm not gonna let some skank like break up my fucking relationship with my boyfriend. I made excuses, right? I made excuses, and I was like, no, he loves me and we're fighting. And then no, if someone steps out on you and cheats on you sexually, first of all, this person is invading your personal space, meaning that they slept with someone else. Now they're coming home to you. Spiritually speaking, when you have random partners, you get attachments. Maybe there is a spiritual, you know, entity attached to them, and by having sex with you, it's going to be transferred onto you. Maybe there is actual physical, you know, sickness that they caught, an STD, AIDS. Just think about all that shit, gonorrhea, AIDS, HPV, all that shit. They can come and I give it to you. So it's like more than, oh, I don't want you to disrespect me. No, it's more than that. Psychologically speaking, spiritually speaking, physically speaking, biologically speaking, the whole thing is just bad. If the person that you're with cannot keep it in their pants, you cannot be in a relationship with them. Even if you use protection, at some point that disease or that situation is going to creep up and you're going to catch something, and then you're going to regret, like, why didn't I end this sooner? So you have to walk away. There's no communication, there's nothing to solve. Now that's it. That's the normal logical side of it. Can I use law of assumption to change my person's behavior? Yes, you can. Now, it's up to you if you want to put the time and energy towards this person that you're in a relationship with. And it's up to you if you want to do that. If you want to sit there and say, oh, and just like meditate on it and focus on like your person not cheating on you, not giving their number out, not flirting with people. That's just up to you. Now, can you change things? Yes, you can. Can you change their behavior? Yes, you can. But you know though, it's like you internally know that this person cheated on you. You have to mentally be so strong to forget all that because you're thinking about it and because you know that your person lied to you. Because you know that, what's going to happen is that you're going to think about it, and because you're worried about it and because you're thinking about it, you might manifest it again. So it's really it's a danger zone. Until we have like a negative experience. Let's say like when you were a kid, you were afraid of riding horses. Finally you get the nerve to get on a horse. You're on a family vacation somewhere and everybody wants to rent a horse and they want to go on a trail. Okay, cool. So you put your phobia aside and you get on a horse. What happens with the horse? The horse bucks you, and now you are forever traumatized because you think anytime you get on a horse, this horse is just going to go wild and they're going to buck and you're going to be thrown off and you're going to hurt your back or break your neck or whatever. Because you have that fear and because you have that memory and you have that experience, anytime you're around horses, anytime somebody says, hey, do you want to go horseback riding? Those memories are going to come up. And when those memories comes up, you're automatically, spiritually speaking, with the law of assumption, law of attraction, that energy, you're going to perpetuate that energy over and over and over, and it's going to repeat itself because you're thinking about it, you're worried about it. You're thinking about it, you're worried about it, you're thinking about it, you're worried about it. So then you're going to manifest it. So if you're with a guy, a girl that has cheated on you, and you found out, and you forgave them, and you said, I'm just going to meditate on them, and I'm going to change the circumstances. So next time, they're not going to do that. What's going to happen is, because you've had that experience and because you're thinking about it and because you know they did that, you are going to manifest it again. Even if they don't want to do it anymore, even if they want to straighten up and not cheat on you anymore, because you're worried about it, because you're thinking about it, you are going to manifest it. It's better to start a clean slate with somebody new, because it's already damaged. That's the thing that people don't understand about toxicity of relationships and how important it is to walk away. As much as you love them, as much as you're attracted to them, whatever the scenario is, because your mind, because your idea of them has already been damaged. Because your idea of them has already been damaged, there's nothing you can do to change your perception of them, and you can't fool yourself. Now you can, spiritually speaking, do this, revision and law of assumption, like, no, they're faithful to me, they're loyal to me, they love me, they don't want to step out on me, and they're always, they're going to be loyal to me, they're not going to cheat on me anymore. Even if you can move forward with that narrative and they're going to like do as you say. But because you've had that negative experience, it's almost like too late. It's almost like too late, and because of that, you're going to manifest it. So then a month later, it's going to happen again. That's why the cheating stuff happens all the time, because when it happens to you and it's traumatizing, someone that you love and you care about cheated on you, you're going to be worried about it. Every time they're not around you, you're going to think about it. And because you're thinking about it, because your thought process is negative, because you're constantly worried about it, you're going to end up manifesting it. So that's why I always tell my clients that I know it's difficult and I know you put a lot of time and energy and you invested into the relationship, but it's best to end it. Also, it's a very powerful message to the person that is doing that, because then maybe next time in their new relationship, they're going to know better not to do that. Not only that you're helping yourself, but you're helping them, because now through you breaking up with them and walking away from this toxicity, they're going to be like, oh shit, so I can't really do this because this is going to be the consequences of my action. If someone is cheating on you, hurting you, abusing you, and you're constantly making excuses for them and you're staying with them, what's going to happen is that there's no consequences to their action. So maybe you're not going to talk to them for a week or a month, or you're not going to give them sex for like a week or a month or whatever. Eventually you're going to give in and you guys are going to go back to normal. What kind of consequences is that to their action? So you see, it's good for you, it's good for them. For overall, you're going to have to get out of this cycle. Speaking of Kylie and this guy, Travis, whatever his fucking name is, Travis Scott. Again, I don't know if this is real or not. I don't know if this lady, young sweet Ro, is really was in a relationship for 10 years with him, if this thing is all made up, if it's true, if she's, I don't know, you guys. I really don't know. But for Kylie to be in the public eye like she is right now, my lipstick to contour, this is baddie. For Kylie to be in such like a public, this is so public for Kylie. Like, it's just kind of embarrassing. I don't know if this is publicity. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if this is like a Kris Jenner scheme strategy to try to distract the masses about the Astroworld anniversary coming up, that 10 people died, all the crazy stuff that happened. You know, I don't know. I just think that it's kind of embarrassing, and it may be real, you guys. It may be real. It may be like, you know, there's all this reports that Kylie Jenner bought Travis Scott a Lamborghini, and she's even offering, you know, they don't live together, by the way. I don't know if you guys know this, but Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner, they don't live together. He lives in this mansion, giant ass fucking house all by himself, and then she has this giant ass house, and they don't live close to each other. Not only that, they don't live together, they don't live close to each other. So it's just kind of like, wow. They don't live, I'm gonna use babe. They don't live together in the same house, and they don't live close to each other. So the possibility of this man cheating on her and having somebody, you know, over is huge. So this is amber. I'm gonna put amber down. Whenever you guys get my Velour liquid lipsticks, always make sure to shake them. So if this is really true and Kylie Jenner is putting up with it, Khloe is putting up with it, it's not the men's fault. It's not Tristan's fault. It's not Travis's fault. It's Khloe's fault. It's Kylie's fault for allowing it. It's this perpetual cycle of abuse that goes on and on and on. Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm not going to do it again. Oh, I'm really sorry. They're going to do it again. Gorgeous. This is amber. It's from my fall collection. People need to stop blaming men or whomever. If the man is the cheater, if the woman is the cheater, you guys gonna have to stop making excuses for them. You have to look to yourself and see, why are you allowing it? Let's say, again, for the sake of the argument, that this whole thing is real. Let's say this whole thing is real, that Travis Scott is stepping out on Kylie and cheating on her. That's what this young sweet Ro keeps saying in her Instagram lives or posts. Like, yeah, you know, everybody knows that you cheat on this bitch like every night in the city. Everybody sees it, everybody knows. And let's say that this is all true. Let's say this is not some sort of a PR move to distract us from the Astroworld tragedy. Let's say this is all real. So who is to blame though? If this is real, who is to be blamed here? Because we know, historically speaking, that, you know, Khloe went after Tristan, who was married, and his wife was pregnant, and then she took him away from her, and then they got together, and then she got pregnant, and then he did the same thing to her. What makes you think in your stupid mind that a man who cheated on his wife, on his pregnant wife, is not going to do the same thing to you? No one is to be blamed. No one is to be blamed but you. You are the reason that their behavior is continuing. You are the reason that they're continuously disrespecting you, putting you at danger by giving you like an STD, putting you at danger spiritually, being attacked by an entity that's maybe like attached to them. Because when we have a sexual connection with somebody, you are basically sleeping with everyone else that they slept with. We all, when you have a sexual relationship with somebody, it's like a soul tie. You tie your soul with this person, even if it's like a one-night stand. That's why a lot of people go crazy, because it's like, once you consummate that relationship and you have sex with them, you get attached to each other. Maybe the men don't get attached, but women definitely get attached, biologically speaking. It's actually a hormone that gets released in your brain when you have sex with a man. A hormone is released in your brain, which is a biological trigger that makes you want to continue having sex with him, because you're meant to get pregnant and populate the planet. That's literally what it is. It's a biological phenomenon. When you have sex with a man, you get attached and you want to continue having sex with them because the end goal is pregnancy and populating the planet. You're designed that way. Okay, you men and women are designed that way. Now, men are designed to go around, actually biologically speaking, and have sex with as many women as they can so they can have all these offsprings to populate the planet. Like, at the end of the day, that is the biological nature of a man and a woman. Like, you were designed to do that, biologically speaking, scientifically speaking. So that's what men are designed to do. That's what they're doing. So it's very, very hard for men to be monogamous. It's very, very hard for them to be emotionally monogamous, mentally monogamous, spiritually monogamous, physically monogamous. It's very, very difficult for them because they're not designed like that. So it's best to figure that out up front. And if that's the case and you want to have an open relationship or you want to have that baby with that person, know that they're not going to be faithful to you. They're not going to be loyal to you. And if they're saying that they are, it's a lie. It's biologically impossible. I'm telling you guys, scientifically, it's biologically impossible. But if someone is good to you and they're not doing that and they can have, you know, self-control, okay, cool, then continue that relationship. But biologically speaking, it's 90% difficult for men to do that. They always entertaining other women in their heads. It's like a biological thing. But if you are experiencing someone that's cheating on you, lying to you, then it's best for you to move away and end the cycle and move on and start a clean slate with somebody else, because your mind cannot let go of the experience and the feeling you had when you found out that the love of your life cheated on you. And that is going to be your thought process, and that is going to be your assumption about this person, that he's a cheater, he's a liar. And since that's your assumption and that's how you think about them, you're going to create it again, and you're going to manifest it again and again and again and again and again. That's how that cycle happens. Anyways, I wanted to open this discussion to you guys, give you guys a little free coaching. If you guys want to come to me for coaching and readings and anything spiritual, you can go to my website to book a session with me, EllieArket.com/services. If you guys want to buy my beautiful makeup, you can go to EllieArketShop.com. My skincare, my makeup, everything's amazing. We have velour liquid lipsticks that are amazing. You can use these for eyeshadows, eye makeup, eyeliner, blush, lipstick. And everything's vegan, organic, cruelty-free. So if you guys are interested, go to EllieArketShop.com. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't want to tell you what to do because you're not my client and you're just like watching me, and I don't want to influence you like that. I'm just telling you that's how the law of assumption works, is whatever our assumption is about a situation, we will continue manifesting it. So if you think your partner is this amazing man, woman, they're loyal to you, they're faithful, they're just they bend, you know, backwards, they do anything, then that is your assumption about them. So that's going to continue. If your assumption is like, he's a cheater and he's a liar, he's a narcissist and he lies and he cheats and he treats me like shit and he hits me, or if that's your assumption about them, then it's going to continue happening. So it's better to move away from that. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Let me know your thoughts down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go make videos for my other channels. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for another powerful coffee morning vlogs. Okay, bye.